Renaissance TV, Niall here. I'm going to tell you today how much it costs to live in Hong Kong. It's going to be fantastic. Stick around. I've been here in Hong Kong now for almost 2 months. This is my last week, probably my last video that I'm shooting in Hong Kong. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I like this place. So let me come right out and tell you that the total amount that I spent per week here in Hong Kong, living in Hong Kong, I want to be clear that I wasn't doing a lot of the touristy stuff. I was actually living here and working here. So if you come here for a visit, you may spend more doing the touristy stuff. But for me, on a weekly basis, I spent $342 US. All my numbers here will be in US dollars. So 342, come on. There we go, 342 US dollars. That's exactly how much I spent per week on everything. Well, everything related to living here. So food, drink, rent, transport, etc. Let's go through a little bit of a breakdown so you can see exactly what I spent my money on. Rent. I rent a room in an apartment that I share with 3 other people. I'd never met them before I moved in, but that cost me $165 US per week from a place called Wing Kong Holdings. They're pretty good. They have lots of rooms around Hong Kong Island here. It's supposed to be one of the most expensive places to live in the whole world, but it can actually be quite cheap if you're willing to compromise, if you don't need your own place. The apartment I'm in has everything I need, has a kitchen, has fast Wi-Fi, I have my own room, etc, etc. There's a cleaner comes twice every week and cleans the common areas, so that's nice. There's no fights over who should clean up after whom. Deposit for the apartment, you do have to pay a deposit. You have to pay at least, you have to commit to stay for a month at least, and then your deposit is about $775, a little more than 1 month rent that you have to pay to make sure you don't break stuff and vandalize the place. Food and drink then. Now, I saved a lot of money on this. I don't drink alcohol and I'm not a big foodie, so for me, I don't really care about eating the same simple meals over and over again. And that's pretty much what I did. It was $108 total per week on food. That's 3 meals at home pretty much every day and 1 meal out. So about $61 per week for groceries, and the rest, $47 per week eating out. You will probably spend more than that if you like going out and sampling lots of different local dishes. Public transport, fantastic here in Hong Kong. I actually spent less than $5 per week on public transport getting around the city, but I don't travel around that much. I work from home. I wasn't out doing a lot of the touristy stuff. I still think the public transport's quite cheap here, but you're probably going to spend more than $5 per week on it. My mobile phone with a full 3G service from 3Mobile, that was less than $8 US per week. So pretty cheap and everything that I needed. And then everything else worked out to about $46 per week. And that includes a month of Krav Maga training twice per week and a nice t-shirt, Krav Maga t-shirt. So that's actually higher than it could have been if you were just paying for the essentials here in Hong Kong. So again, total works out to $342 US per week to live here in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Now, I'm in Hong Kong Island, and you can actually save a lot of money if you go over to, you can't see it here, but I'm pointing over at the Kowloon area across the bay. That's going to be much cheaper if you want to do that. To give you some additional perspectives to round out this whole thing a bit so you have a better idea of how much it costs in different parts of the city, I asked some friends and fellow bloggers here in Hong Kong if they would let me know what their expenses are living here. So I heard back from 4 of them. There's Beth from Besudisu Abroad. Am I saying that right? Besudisu Abroad, I hope I'm saying that right, Beth. And she told me how much it costs to live over in Kowloon in a 2-bedroom apartment. So check out the blog post that accompanies this video for more details on that. And check out Beth's blog because she's got some cool posts about Hong Kong and some really good videos of the Hong Kong famous dragon boat races as well. Then there's James from Plus Ultra. He gave us lots of good info because he's actually grown up here in Hong Kong. So check out the blog post for what he had to say. And also check out his site. He has a really good post on the Wan Chai markets here in Hong Kong and loads of cool photos so you can see what that looks like. Audrey from That Backpacker and Nomadic Samuel, they have been living here in Hong Kong in recent weeks, and they also gave me a rundown on how much it's costing them to rent a little apartment. So that was pretty helpful information. They do the best travel videos that I've seen on the internet. Seriously, they're really, really cool. You should check those out. They did a really cool video here of going up to Victoria Peak, which is up there, and you can see really cool views on their videos, so make sure you check that out. And then last but not least is Oneika the Traveler. So Oneika was also kind enough to provide information about her cost of living here in Hong Kong. So she's an apartment all to herself, so you can see how much that costs, and it's in the Sheung Wan area, pretty close to here where I live as well. You should check out her site and check her out on Instagram, because if you want to see some really cool photos, regular photos of Hong Kong, Oneika's the lady to follow on Instagram, because she's living here full time now and has lots of cool photos up there so you can see what life in Hong Kong looks like. So thanks to those 4 people for providing that information and rounding out the picture a bit. We all went and had some dim sum a few weeks ago. That's how I met all those lovely people. Now maybe you're wondering how much it costs to travel the world indefinitely, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Been here in Hong Kong for 2 months, but for the last 3 years now almost, I've had no fixed abode. I've been jumping around and staying just in one place a couple of months, 2 or 3 months at a time. How much does that kind of lifestyle cost, I bet you're wondering, and how do I make money to afford it? Well, I will tell you exactly, down to the penny, how I do that. Just jump on over to the blog, sign up for my Travel Ninja email list. I send out a finance report every month that shows exactly how I spent my money, how much it costs to live in different places around the world, and how I'm earning that money working online, working for myself, not having a day job, not having a boss. Life is good. I'll leave you with that, folks. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you got something good out of that. If you live in Hong Kong yourself, let me know if you have any extra information that might help people determine how much it really costs to live here, especially in different neighborhoods. Last video from Hong Kong. It's been great. I like this city a lot. I will see you next time from elsewhere in the world. All the best.